Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a speed build for I guess it's a tiny home. It's kind of a little bigger than a tiny home, but as you can see in the video, I keep pulling up pictures of the house that was the inspiration for this build. I just thought it was super cute. It didn't have a whole lot of landscaping or anything outside, so that's why this build doesn't really have any landscaping. Normally, the landscaping is something I like to do a lot, so I was kind of disappointed about that. I was going to add my own, but it just didn't really go with the style of the house. And so I was trying to keep it as close to like the picture of the house as possible. Also, I couldn't see any other angles of the house, and I couldn't find any other pictures of the house to look at, the other side, couple sides of it. So I had to kind of just figure out what I thought maybe the other sides would look like or whatever I thought looked good. In the end, I ended up not making this a wraparound porch. I ended up keeping it to like the front and side, like sort of the way I can see it in the picture. The stairs that they have in the picture, there definitely wasn't like any stairs in the game that really matched up with that. So the stairs don't exactly look like perfectly accurate. And there also wasn't like a good wood color, I don't think, that like, and same wood pattern that, excuse me, kind of matched like the house in the picture. So I kind of had to improvise a little bit and change up the color a little bit there. Same thing with the roof. I think that happens with a lot of builds where we don't have the exact color or the exact style of items, so you just kind of have to play around with it and see what looks good to you, substitute it with something else. This house definitely has like a mid-century modern theme to it, which is cool because I've done a bunch of mid-century moderns lately. I decided recently that my next build is going to be in Forgotten Hollow, which I think came with vampires, maybe not something like this, the vampire looking one that's all cloudy and spooky looking. I never ever used that world and I think I'm finally going to use it for like the first time. I think I maybe had a house there once, but I had like a really Victorian looking house, not a Victorian, but like a really like a craftsman style home in that neighborhood. So it really just didn't look right. I'm definitely going to build a like vampire kind of home and probably put a vampire sim in it, which I'll also show the cast making of and everything like that. And I'll do a speed build for that house as well. But I'm really excited because I never use any of the vampire, like the dark kind of spooky looking items, the chairs and the tables and all that, and then the rugs. And so I'm kind of excited to like try to use some of that stuff. One of my goals has been to try to use different items that I don't typically use. I tend to use a lot of this. I'm sure a lot of people do this. I tend to use a lot of the same items in every single build that I do. I just kind of have like favorite cabinets, favorite floors, and I use them every time. So lately I've been trying to do different things and kind of branch out and do something out of my comfort zone. Sorry, I had to stop there because my son came in the room and needed something. So I have no idea what I was talking about. I think I was talking about doing the vampire kind of house with all the dark items. I'm really excited about that. Another build I did recently that I want to tell you guys about, it won't be uploaded until after this video, but it is like a garden cottage. I looked up a picture of I kind of like Googled cottages and was looking at different cottages that I liked and trying to get like inspiration for a cottage. A lot of the stuff didn't seem like we had like those, it didn't seem like we had those items in build mode to make some of the houses, like some of the window colors or the shutters and things like that. And I don't have custom content. Sometimes I do play with CC for these builds, and lately I just haven't been doing that. So I'm just using all, I have all the packs, so I'm using everything from all the, the packs and everything, but no CC. So there's not a lot of like shutters and things like that to use in the in the game, but so I don't make some of those houses. But the garden cottage came out so cute. I went crazy on the landscaping of the garden cottage. I can't wait to upload it and show you guys, and I haven't even shared any pictures of it yet on like social media or my Twitter or anything, which if you haven't yet, you should go ahead and follow. I'm pretty frequent at posting on there, I guess. Lately I have been anyway. I just started my channel and the account and everything, so it's still kind of new. But yeah, so I'm really excited to show you guys the garden cottage. I'll have to post a picture or something. The landscaping is crazy. I mean, I must have used every flower and bush in the game. Like I used so much, and a lot of it was from the Romantic Garden pack, which just has so many pretty flowers. I was using so many flowers that I found myself like wishing I had different flowers to use because I was using them all over the lot. Like around the entire lot. The whole house is like a giant gardening home, and the theme is like gardening, like a florist's home maybe or something like that. There's a greenhouse and planting and florist kind of stuff inside. It's just so cute. I can't wait to show you guys. But to get back to the build I'm on right now I'm working on the bedroom. I said this was a tiny house, but looking the picture, it was a tiny house, but looking at it now, it's kind of more like just a regular size house, I think. I mean, it's like a small house. It's probably not a tiny house. I think tiny houses might be a little smaller than this one. I kind of lost my inspiration during this build, like in the middle of like doing the inside of the house. Like as soon as I got to the inside, I was like, I don't really know what style the inside looks like, because I was just looking at the outside of the picture. Maybe it should have been more mid-century modern, like, because it's kind of what the outside of the house looked like a little bit with the roofing and everything. I think it looks fine. It looks cute. It's not a starter home because it's too expensive, I think. I'm assuming I got all like the expensive for appliances in there and everything. But yeah, I just kind of lost like the mojo for this build like a little bit during the inside build. And then that was why I didn't like finish anything on the landscaping on the outside. It just ended up being like, first of all, I couldn't see any landscaping in the picture. And then second, it didn't look like it went with this build, like the landscaping. It looked like a very like kind of almost looks like a manufactured home. And there was a lot of things like in the picture I couldn't really replicate in the game. The only thing I think this lot could benefit from really is like more landscaping for sure. It would look really good with more landscaping. But there was none in the picture, and I really couldn't think of like what I wanted to go with it. And by this point, I had already started thinking about the garden cottage that I wanted to do. So mentally, I was kind of on to that point already, and I was kind of done with this build and ready to just get on to the next one. And that happens to me a lot, where I'll be like doing a build and all of a sudden toward the end, I'll just get like, all right, I'm kind of done with this now. I don't really feel like working on this one anymore. And that happens to me a lot. And I'm sure it happens to other people as well. But yeah, we're getting toward the end of this build here. These plants I'm putting in, it's kind of funny. I don't actually even use them. I hope you like it. It's cute. I thought it was just a little like fun side project. I saw the picture and I was like, oh, this might be fun to recreate. I thought it would be quick. It actually kind of took a lot of time, surprisingly, just because I kept pulling up the picture and trying to like replicate the picture perfectly and all that. But it's perfect for like a single sim, maybe like a couple or like an elderly sim or something like that. It's very small. It's got the 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. I'm building right now in Windenburg. Oh, wait, no, this is Newcrest. Sorry, I'm building the garden cottage in Windenburg. This is Newcrest. I think it kind of goes with the Newcrest. No, maybe not, because there's not really anything else in Newcrest. But it goes with the house next door, which is the last lot I built. That's it. Now I'm just going through a tour of the house. I hope you guys really like it. It's on the gallery for download. I just think it's cute. It's like I guess it's supposed to be a tiny house. And I love doing these little first-person tours. I think the weather looks so cool outside on the deck. Like, I don't know, it's just so neat. So I hope you guys like it. Feel free to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Let me know if you like certain builds you want to see and anything like that. And go ahead and follow me on social media. I hope you enjoyed this video.